This video will demonstrate how to locate and update your user settings, otherwise known as My Settings. To begin with the dashboard, head over to the top right corner of your dashboard, where you'll see a toolbar including your username and an avatar profile picture. The down-facing triangle will offer administrators firm settings and everyone else My Settings. Clicking that option will open up a window offering you all of your user level settings. In this location, you'll see things like user information. Here at the very top, you'll have a photo bubble where you can add in a profile picture or company logo. You'll have a field for username, and this will be pre-populated with your work email. You'll also see the option just beneath that to change your user password. This can also be done by using the Forgot Password prompt on the login page. Each user will have the opportunity to enable two-factor authentication using Google Authenticator. This authentication only covers CARET Legal. Next, you'll have a section for your user profile. Your first and last names will already be populated. However, we do encourage you to fill in fields like user initials, whether that's 2, 3, or 4 letters, as this field ties out to locations like your calendar events, as well as your billing. Just to the right of that, you'll have a field for your title. This is your title within the firm. Your permission level will be visible but not accessible. Only administrators will have this privilege. Your account type will offer you a drop-down with options for attorney or non-attorney as it applies to you. Your time zone should already be set but can be adjusted if need be. And last, here in User Profile, you'll have the opportunity to give CARET Legal your personal mobile phone number for SMS or text notifications for things like a calendar event reminder or a task deadline reminder. The next section is User Preferences. Here you'll see a series of toggles allowing you to automate certain actions. For example, the first prompt is to automatically generate time entries when composing a matter-related email or recording a phone call note. This will be on by default, but can be adjusted if you don't bill for that type of activity. Next, you'll have a preference for opening time entry windows after sending those matter-related emails. This is a great option to help streamline that timekeeping process, as it'll show you your timekeeping details right away rather than you having to circle back at a later time. Next, you'll have a prompt for creating time entries whenever you're saving emails into CARET Legal. This is a great option for both CARET Legal savings as well as if you're using our Outlook plugin to save messages into CARET Legal. This will make sure that you are prompted for having reviewed that email prior to it coming into CARET Legal. Next, you'll have the opportunity to pre-filter time lists to display your time entries. Now, this is a great preference for most people. However, if you are a billing personnel, you may want to turn this off, as this is going to hyper-focus on you as a user or timekeeper, and you may then have not been given the expanded visibility to other timekeepers that you may be trying to work with. And last but not least, you're automatically able to expand all subfolders when accessing documents within your leads and matters. This is another one. This is more of a personal option, great for most users, but may not apply to all. Just beneath those toggles, you'll see extra buttons for enabling integrations with Zoom. This will help automate your calendaring functionalities, letting you bring Zoom meeting links into your calendar in CARET Legal. Where applicable, you'll also have the opportunity to enable integrations with document management systems such as WorldDocs or NetDocs. Next, you'll see a section for your email setup. Now, in my demo environment, this is not going to show because my email is already set up. But generally speaking, you'll see options here to sign in with Google, sign in with Microsoft, or sign in with other. There'll also be folder mapping options. This will be covered in much greater detail in a separate video. In this location, you'll also have the opportunity to bring in an email signature. While your email sync will with CARET Legal will allow for messages to come across from the same email account into CARET Legal. Your email signatures are not part of that sync. We do encourage you to go ahead and use the plus sign provided to create a new signature, give your signature a name, and set it as primary or default where applicable, and then copy and paste that text into the provided content box. Here, you could format that information with fields like font, size, bold, italics, underline, links as well. From there, go ahead and save your signature. In CARET Legal, you are allowed to have more than one email signature and will have the option to toggle between signatures when replying or composing email messages. Next, you'll have a billing section. This is extremely important area if you bill for your time. The first field here is your default rate field. This will allow you to place a number that will default whenever you're creating hourly time entries or leveraging our timer feature. This number may be overwritten by things like a rate card or a matter level user rate. If the firm does any leads billing, any electronic legal billing, it's extra important that you come to this location and fill out the remaining fields. More specifically, the leads timekeeper ID. This is looking for your initials or your first initial and last name. Double check your billing guidelines to make sure you're populating this correctly. You'll also have an extra field here for your UTBMS classification. This is usually tied to your title. So here you'll find titles like associate, paralegal, partner, staff counsel, and more. Make the appropriate selection and be sure to save that in. The last section is your notifications. All notifications are on by default, but for example, task and calendar text notifications will not happen if you have not provided your personal cell phone number up above. You'll still receive email and pop-up notifications for various tasks like new task assignments, new calendar events, and case-wide documents being communicated from an outside party, like a client, into a matter in CARET Legal. This video has been a review and demonstration of user settings. For more information, check out support.caretlegal.com.